What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new edition of the Monday Morning Jumpstart. Hope you guys have had a great week, great weekend. Now it's time for a brand new week, time to get after it and start fresh with a brand new week. Hey, this week I want to challenge you with a question. Here's the question. Do you dream big? Do you dream big? See, we got a lot of people in the world and everybody talks about how they have big dreams and big goals and all that kind of stuff. But the truth is most people aren't really dreaming. They're only wishing. And there's a difference. See, dreamers get up and they go do. Wishers, they get up and they wish and then they think. And so my question for you is, are you a thinker or are you a wisher? See, if you're waking up and you say, man, I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. But you're not doing anything active to pursue those wishes, then that's what it is. It's a wish. But if you wake up and you say, man, I dream of a day when I could do this, and then you wake up and you actively pursue whatever that might be. For example, Derek Jeter, he's about to retire this year, one of the greatest Major League Baseball players who ever lived. And when he was younger, said, I dream of playing in the major leagues. But he didn't just wake up in the morning, sit on the couch, watch ESPN, and see all these people who were doing great in Major League Baseball. No, he got up, he went to the cage, he hit. He got up, went to the field, and got somebody hitting ground balls, and he took ground balls. Michael Jordan, same way, said, I dream of playing in the NBA. So he got up, he got cut from his high school team. He didn't even make the varsity team when he was in ninth grade, and he was all sad about that. I talked about that a little bit in my last book. But instead of waking up, watching NBA every day on TV, he got up, went to the gym before school, shot free throws until he couldn't shoot anymore. He got better. He worked on his skill. He was dreaming, but he was doing in the process. And so what I want to challenge you with is that no matter what you want to be, what you want to do with your life, it's good to have dreams. We all should have dreams. But that's what they should be, dreams which cause us to do in the process, not just something that we just have a long shot wish for that we hope one day comes to us. Because the truth is that your dreams aren't going to just come to you like they do when you're asleep. If you want to achieve something in your life, you've got to work towards it. And that's the way it was designed. It wasn't designed so that it would be easy and everybody could get whatever they wanted. It was made so that those who get what they want have worked for it. And don't hear me out right here. Some people will say, yeah, right, so-and-so won the lottery. He didn't work for anything. He wished for it and he won it. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. I'm talking about stuff that you want to be with your life, stuff that you want to do with your life. I wanted to write a book. It was a dream of mine for a long time when I was little. Finally, I realized in my older years, I'm still young, but as I was getting older, I realized that this book is not going to write itself. I can't just sit down at my computer and wish this thing is going to write itself. And I didn't have time for it. So I made a decision that if I want to keep this as my dream and I want to see this dream fulfilled, then I've got to do in order to bring it to fruition. So I had to get up in the morning and write and actually type with my fingers, make it happen. I was active in doing it. I couldn't just sit back passively and hope it would happen. And so many people in this world sit around and talk about what they want, what they wish for, and they don't ever get after it and work toward it. A lot of people say, I want to lose weight. Well, guess what? You know how you lose weight? The same way you eat an elephant, one step at a time, one bite at a time. That's how you lose weight. You can't just wake up one day and all of a sudden 300 pounds be gone. You got to wake up and every day you've got to start on the process. You've got to work through the steps. So let me just give you some simple, tangible steps that I've seen in my life and I've seen in other people's life that helps them in their big dreams and their big goals. And it helps them escape this idea of just wishing for it. And it helps them do it as they dream it. Here are the 3 steps. Set 3 types of goals. Short-term, mid-term, long-term goals. That's it. It's simple. And then you go after them one at a time. You can't just say, I want to be a doctor. That's great. It's a good start. But that can't be it. You can't just say, I want to be a doctor and then sit on the couch and wait till medical school's over. No, you got to start right now. If you're in middle school, you say, I want to be a doctor, then you got to start working on your grades right now. You got to start studying and really paying attention in class. Stop goofing off and playing around with everybody else who's just wishing, and you got to start really doing as you dream. So you start making good grades. You start getting your grades up. You start getting serious about school. Your parents, your friends, they might start saying, whoa, this is a different person. You're right, because they're a dreamer. They're a doer. They're getting after it. So wake up. every day. And it makes life so much better when you wake up and you've got a passion, you've got something you're pursuing, something you're excited about, something that you're not just going through the motions. You're walking this thing out. You're taking steps to greatness, taking steps to reach your goal, reach your dream, reach your potential. So set those goals. Don't just say, I want to be a doctor. Wake up and say, no, I got to study for this test. I got to study for this final. I've got to keep my grades up for this whole semester. I got one more year. I've got to keep my grade. You just got to keep going one day at a time, one step at a time. You want to lose 100 pounds? Good idea. If you're overweight, that's a good idea. But you can't just all of a sudden lose it. You got to wake up and say, today, instead of eating a donut for breakfast, I'm going to take a little extra time, make me some scrambled eggs and some turkey bacon. And I'm going to eat that this morning as I drive to school. Instead of drinking the real Coke, I'm going to take the water or the Gatorade. I'm going to do a little bit better. And it's all in little small baby steps. Most people get so scared of the big step. They're saying, I want 100 pounds. That's so many. And if you think about it in terms of the 100, it is. But if you think about it in terms of the 1, slow process. It's so doable. It takes the fear away. So don't let the bigness overwhelm you and cause fear. Break it down into small steps so you realize God's got a plan for my life. And if I just wake up and I just spend a little time each day pursuing that, if you want to grow your relationship with God, that's awesome. But you can't let the bigness say, I'm so far away from him right now. No, just take one step each day, one step closer each day. And he's going to honor that. He's going to celebrate that with you. And you're going to be so glad. And when you get to the end of your life, you're going to be so glad you took those steps to grow closer to him. When you reach your goal of becoming a doctor, you're going to be so glad you took those steps back in high school, back in college, when you first started on your dream journey. You're going to be so glad you took those steps, those small steps to get you to the big goal. I hope that makes sense to somebody. I hope somebody got something out of this. So I just want to encourage you, share this with as many people as you can. Post it on Facebook, post it on Twitter, post it on Instagram, text it to your friends. Say, hey, I know you've got a goal, and I want to encourage you in your journey as you pursue it, and help them to realize that it's not going to just happen. It's not going to come to you. That it's something you've got to chase after, something you've got to pursue. So share it with everybody. Like it, comment, do whatever you want to do. But I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Love you. Have a great week. Boom.